So here we are, killing the game in a very, very special floor live stream because it is literally already October 7th. It's a week into the month and I have not done my September live stream. So we just got to do it. Okay. And I just didn't feel like cleaning the desk up. I'm kind of tired. This is really for Lauren to do so that I can say that I've done it. However, as always, if you're watching live, please feel free to, comment in the chat. And of course, if you're watching on the replay, feel free to leave a comment in the comments. I will still do my best to engage and respond, even though I'm a little loopy because I am tired. It's been a crazy past week and honestly, kind of a crazy end of September. I am still also trying to work on scheduling when I can film my long form videos. Only 3 people voted, so I think I'll do one of them kind of as like a hybrid, and then the other one I will try to do as my regular style video, because I really wanna talk about these things, and I've just been so busy. My new job, I am actually, like, doing more filming and editing and stuff for work, which is really fun, but it's just, like, I'm so busy doing that, and then I just, like, "Oh my god, do I have the energy to film and edit so much for me, for my stuff, personally?" And I'm still just, like, adjusting to the new job, so it's just been a time, but anyways, we will talk about my goals. Woohoo! Um, yeah, so my, like, private goal, I'm gonna tell myself that I've achieved this for the year because I maybe you might think it's a cop out. I think it's not a cop out, and I will share because now I can sort of share the goal. So, my sort of this goal of mine was that I really wanted to be, a New York City based. Oh, I just hit this nail polish. Oopsie. The goal was to be a New York City based filmmaker. And though my current job is doing social media work, managing for a company, hence the filming and the editing, my animated short film is screening in a festival, 2 festivals actually in New York City. Its world premiere is literally on Friday, which is crazy. So because I have a film that is screening in New York City as its like world premiere, and I'm going to the filmmaker meet and greet and everything. I'm calling this a win. And even though I may not be working in an explicit studio, I am a filmmaker based in the area with a film in a festival. I'm counting it. Okay. I'm counting it as a win. This goal cha-chinged. Okay. Especially because when it comes to my second goal, which is the Bible in a year, literally half of Bible in a year, I really didn't make that much progress this past month. So I really need to buckle down. I still have a chance. I still have a chance because I'm like 2/3 done. So if I like really buckle down, we might be able to make it happen. Okay. We might be able to make it happen. We being me, myself, and I, the royal we. Then when it comes to my goal of drinking more water, I'm not sure if I'm definitely drinking more water than I was at the beginning of the year because I have been drinking a lot of more water when I'm on shoots for work. I like first of all, they like ask if I want water, and it's really easy because it's just like it's a restaurant. They're gonna have like water accessible at the different locations. So I'm definitely drinking more water like when I'm working, and I am trying to hydrate more in general because I've been on this journey to try to like get my energy health sort of under control, and it's not. But water is important, so I'm definitely prioritizing water intake. So I'm gonna say like we're making progress there, but I'm definitely not drinking 64 ounces a day uh, of water. That's for sure. When it comes to my extroversion events and going to multiple 3+ people events a month, or sorry, 2+ people events a month, knock that out of the park. Okay. Not only have I been to like a bazillion New York Film Festival screening events, I, went to Barktoberfest, a Giants game, a Chapel Roan concert, a Downton Abbey meet and greet. Okay, I've been busy. Okay, girl's been busy, which is one of the reasons I'm also dead tired. Then my other private goal, zero progress there. My reading goal, I'm actually up to 27 books that I read through September, which is crazy. New books that I've read because last year I like so bad at this, but this year I like really wanted to. And then now that I have the Kindle, which I got after I read 10 books in the year, I've just been like soaring. Okay. I'm using Libby, get the library. The current book I'm reading, I am reading like a physical book because I do still prefer physical books, but it's so easy, like especially when I've been going in New York City, like it's so easy to have the Kindle in the bag and just read on that. So I'm really happy with that. And I feel like it's really helped like reinvigorate my soul in some ways. My savings, finance budget, etc. I That's been good. I mean, currently right now, my living expenses are a lot lower than they were when I was in LA because at the time being, I'm back in the family home, which I'm very grateful for. And now, of course, that I do have a job, that also helps as well, of course, for the things that I'm still paying for, especially the car stuff, because the car insurance, so sad, so sad. Um, for my volunteering goal, I would say they didn't really make very far this past month, but I did rejoin my church choir. So that's giving back to the community in some ways. And it's just been really, I hope that like it kind of evens out. But with my new job and everything, I've just been like kind of really focused on figuring what that is going on and that kind of system. But I feel like it's been a few weeks now. I'm getting that kind of under my feet, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do more in the community in that sense. I made no progress with violin last month. I think I practiced it once, so I got to work on that too. And then for some reason, I wrote in like the faintest yellow marker ever. Oh yeah, for exploring a new place. I am going to say going to the New York Aquarium. Technically, I went when I was like a little kid, but I had no memory of it really. So I'm counting it as a new place because I actually now have a memory of it. So that's what I'm saying there. So I do feel like overall my goals, like it's not bad. I mean, some of them, like the book one, I finished a while ago, right? So it's still just kind of I mean, I'm saying like my latest update, but that's been done. And the important thing also is not necessarily that I'm accomplishing all the goals like easily, but there's the things I kind of care about and check in on. And I am really proud of myself and everything I have accomplished in this year, especially recently with everything going on in the globe, around the globe, in the country. Please, please, everybody, let's not comply in advance to the crazy things that are coming out of the government. If you're in New Jersey, please vote for Mikey Sherrill, okay? Please, please. Maybe it's Mickey Sherrill. I'm so tired. My brain's not even working, but just vote for her, okay? Please, please. Okay. And also, free Palestine, okay? Not that that's enough said, really, because there's a lot more to be said about it, but my brain is turning into mush. So I just want to quickly talk about my month and then go to bed because last night I got in at like 1 a.m. after oh no, the secret screening, the surprise screening. And that was, that's October thing. So I'm not really going to talk about it right now, but I'm just trying to recuperate here. But as I said earlier, like if I didn't film this today, it's like not happening. So a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. We're scrolling back through the Google Photos, right? To remind us all, again, me, myself, and I is us, what I've accomplished this month, what I did. And I hope you guys did something interesting with your September as well. It started off really fun, honestly. I went to my friend's house for like a little Labor Day celebration to help with the dogs because they had 2 dogs. And that way there were 2 people, one for each dog, me and my friend. So it was just nice, a nice kind of casual way to kick off the month. And then my sister and I saw not one, but 2 musicals in a row. We saw & Juliet, and then the next day we saw Hell's Kitchen. This was actually kind of funny. First of all, I thought & Juliet was very fun. As a Shakespeare like fan lover, this is not a spoiler for Romeo and Juliet. Maybe it's a spoiler for & Juliet. So if you don't want to hear this, silence your ears for a few seconds or just skip a few seconds in the video. But obviously, Romeo and Juliet, they both die in the play. Okay, this is not a spoiler. Or it is, but it's an ancient story at this point. And I really wanted at least one of them to die, if not both, in the reimagining. So I was kind of bummed about that. But it was really fun. And this is not important, but I did sort of was like, oh my God, there's Charlie D'Amelio in real life. Like, obviously, obviously, like, I'm not really like a fan necessarily, but it's cool when you see someone that you've heard a lot about like in real life, just as sort of an internet person. And Hell's Kitchen I thought was phenomenal. I was crying. Usually, I wouldn't really be trying to see 2 shows back to back, especially because that was still in my unemployed era. But my sister had been trying to get me to see a show with Rush tickets for forever. I was like, "Sure, let's do it." And then I literally won the lottery for the next day for a show, so I was like, "Okay." So that just kinda happened that way, but it was really fun. I mean, I do just love shows and like seeing art performing. It's really beautiful. And I know musicals aren't for everybody, but if you think they're not for you, but you haven't really tried or you haven't watched a musical in a long time, even if you don't live near New York or a big city, see if there's a community theater near you. There are so many incredibly talented people all over the country, all over the world. You don't need to be near like a big metropolis city to experience a wonderful performance somewhere that could really like strike your heart in a beautiful way. Then I'm just putzing along, meeting with my friends, going on hikes with the Poochie. He's so cute. Look at him on a rock. He's the king of the woods. He's so good. He's literally such a good boy. My mom might disagree when he whines sometimes early in the wee hours of the day, but usually he's like just the best boy ever. My little prince. Literally obsessed with him. I was trying to get him to go in the water, and he was like, I don't want to go in the water. I'm just gonna stand here on the edge. Sometimes he goes all the way in because he likes to be like chin level to lick the water like directly, so he doesn't have to like bend over because he's a diva like that. But he was not cooperating there. As they say, you can lead a horse to water. You can lead Cal to water. He will not cooperate. It's his great thing. And my life sort of peaked, not really, but sort of when I got to go to a Downton Abbey meet and greet because, like, are you kidding me? That's me, obviously. I was very excited. It was really exciting. I was very happy that, although I did now at that point know I had a new job coming up, I wasn't starting until the next week. So I was able to go in like the middle of the workday to go to the meet and greet. And then I just had to kind of like figure out what to do in the city for the rest of the day because I was then seeing a advanced screening of the Downton Abbey movie with my friend in New York City. So have no fear. I went to the public library, excuse me, and walked around, do some browsing, met up with my dad for lunch because he worked in the city. I also went to the Lego store and I ended up buying these Legos, which I still have to build, by the way. I haven't built them yet because I told my sister she could help me and we haven't like arranged that time yet. Because turned out I had like $50 worth of Lego points from when I bought the Rivendell Lego set with my double points weekend Lego Insider scheme, which is exactly how it paid off exactly to get maximum points so that this really wasn't that expensive. And so maybe if I hadn't come in for the meet and greet, my wallet may have saved a bit of money, but my heart would have been sadder, right? So it was worth it. So worth it. My mom and I were really trying to like then have one more. I mean, we'll have plenty more adventures, but kind of another adventure while I was still like didn't have a job because again my job was starting. So we went to Duke Farms, which is a really nice kind of old estate in New Jersey, and it's really great for biking, walking. It has this beautiful orchid house and just kind of conservatory area, and like I don't I love orchids. Like they're so pretty and they can be like so many different colors, so many different shapes. Just really, really beautiful. So it was really nice. And it was nice to bike again. We had biked sort of the month before. So it's nice to kind of keep biking a bit and pretend that I'm fit and all those good things. And we went to the Turtleback Zoo to go again before work and we saw like literally like the fattest prairie dog I've ever seen in my life. Like it like barely has legs. Like it's just like such a cutie. Really like bulking in advance for winter. I guess. And I also think that this was a late pregnant mother and like maybe you shouldn't pregnancy guess about a prairie dog, but like I don't know, either that or she got a BBL. Like come on, that's crazy work. Crazy work for a prairie dog. And then, oh yeah, so then of course the aquarium, as I talked about, went to the New York Aquarium, which I hadn't been to in a really long time. I was very happy that I brought my big lens so I could get some lovely photos of the animals. And I made a ton of content about the aquarium because I got a lot of great content and I love animals. And very soon after that, I started my new job and I like wasn't getting new content because I was, working, like kind of stressed about that. So lots of aquarium content if you want to watch more of that or see more of that. It's pretty much all my YouTube short side of the channel. So if you like animals, check it out. You will not be disappointed. I promise. I promise. And then it was another Broadway show because when in Rome, right? My friend, for her birthday, we went to do a like dinner and then see Operation Mincemeat. I appreciate otter rep in thumbnail. Yes. Okay, just because you said that, I will show the otter again. I was like obsessed with this otter. First of all, it looks like he's like caught red-handed with something in this one. And then in this one, he just looked mad. He's like, why is she still taking pictures of me? But to be fair to them, part of their exhibit was getting cleaned. So they were kind of like sequestered in like half of their usual area because the other part of their area was getting cleaned, which we then found out that it wasn't exactly getting cleaned. We thought it was getting cleaned. But it turned out one of the otters had been slamming their favorite rock into the glass as like for fun. Like it was like, heh, 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 which apparently is a normal otter behavior to play with their favorite rocks. And they cracked like the first layer of the glass of the tank. So then they had to fix the tank. And then because they had to like redo that glass panel, the rest of the tank got dirty. So they did have to clean it then, but they only had to clean it because the otters were being little menaces and messing around with their rocks in the glass tank or like the wall. So, anyways, they might look innocent, but they're little divas, which I love. But anyways, sorry, I get distracted about the animal thing. I did, fun fact, I applied for a job at the Wildlife Conservation Society, which Bronx Zoo, aquarium, etc. They rejected me. But I would have loved that. I would have loved to do social media stuff and digital marketing for them. I even like submitted in my cover letter, like I included an image of me at the zoo with my camera. And like, because I was just like, look, I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan of the zoo. Okay. I've been going to the Bronx Zoo since I was like 0, anyways, they still rejected me. So if anyone's watching and you have a connection at the zoo, I know I just started my new job, but I love the zoo. Okay. Anyways, so we saw Operation Mincemeat and we had like really good seats, which was nice because they're kind of like this monthly lottery ticket draw. So we had pretty good seats for not like a killer price. Because again, when we got these seats, this was before I knew that I was going to have like a job soon. So I was trying to be proactive and budget friendly, but also, YOLO. It was really good. I do highly recommend you see it. I love me a show that has some kind of like when the characters or actors are playing more than one character, kind of cross-dressing vibes, fun stuff. Very funny. Kind of some songs were like moments were like almost like shock funny, but it really worked. I definitely recommend. And we also went to this really nice place for dinner called Becco, and they did a like pasta thing where you get like the pastas of the day. It was so good. I love carbs. Carbs and Broadway. Also, please enjoy this adorable picture of Cal for some reason, like pressed with his face against the cold file cabinet instead of his like bed. But he's just such a cute puppy. As I said, I'm obsessed with him. Here he is again, being like, "What is she doing? Get off me!" But he's just my fave. Plus, Barktoberfest. However, you do not get to see the combo picture of me and Cal in our outfit that we did not win for, but we tried for Barktoberfest. But you can look at this epic photo of just Cal and get kind of hyped for what I'm sure will be like an amazing thing that I come up with. Him as Crypto. He's just such a hero. I mean, he could really be on like a calendar that people pay for. I love my calendar with a K that my mom makes me, but I literally think people could pay for that calendar with him being so epic. However, Barktoberfest was not the highlight of the day because then me and my best friend, we went to see Chapel Roan, and it was incredible. She's incredible. First of all, we timed it really well. We got there pretty early, I would say, but Not like as crazy as we were doing general admission because we did have seats, but we timed it so great. Like the doors opened and we really easily got to get like the photo in front of the Pink Pony Club wall, which is in the thumbnail, and we got to get merch really easily. We had food no problem. Like later the merch line, I was like if we had come later, I would just have to give up on my dream of having a tour shirt from every concert I've been to because that line was deadly. Okay, deadly. And we also slayed in our outfits, okay? We looked fabulous, incredible. Everyone wants to be a damsel in a dragon, okay? Except there was only one dragon, which is why my friend's even cooler. And some people were also like, "Ooh, a dragon." It's like, yeah. And there were tons of dragons in the concert. So maybe in the other places there were more dragons, but night one, not that many dragons. Also, it's just really cool that we got to go to night one of her like US shows for the tour because no one knew really what she was going to do. Was going to be the same as US? Because I mean, was it going to be the same as Europe? Nobody knew, so it was exciting to be like exclusive. Plus, she's just amazing, so talented. Obsessed with her. I'm just like now looking through all my like I got so much concert footage because she's just so talented and beautiful. Alas. Then, sort of as for wrapping out the month, I went to the Giants game against the Chiefs. And I did get to wear my mom's like kind of cool vintage like sweater, which was fun. The Giants lost. They looked like all right in the first half, and then they just didn't do that well in the second half. But I still enjoyed going. The tailgate was still really fun, and I don't get to go to that many regular season games because although my dad and my grandpa are season ticket holders, like they use those two tickets, and then my kind of great uncle has tickets, but those kind of get passed through like all the relatives in the family. So preseason games it's a lot easier to go to because not a lot of like my older relatives want to go to a preseason game. So I was just really excited to go to a regular season game. It's been years since I'd been to one because I'd been on the West Coast. So that was just really exciting for me to be able to go. I'm very grateful that my grandpa thought of me. To be fair, he did also think of me because, of course, the chance that Taylor was going to be there, but I still appreciate it anyways. Okay. Thank you, Grandpa. Then more Cal. I mean, come on. Look at that nose. It's just asking to be booped. Obsessed with him. And then the last thing really that I've been doing, as you may have seen through my little short recaps that I've been doing, again, long form video to come, is the New York Film Festival. A few years ago, I went for one weekend when I was in college. So this is the first year that I've had like my own pass and going to the New York Film Festival. And I have been seeing a ton of movies and it's just been amazing. I feel so inspired watching these movies, even movies that maybe I don't like love or wouldn't typically watch myself. Like the artistry and the excitement in the area, like in the crowd to be watching these films and then having the Q&A or an intro with the director and other creative members or the cast. It's just like this is what life is about. Like this is what movies are about, telling stories, connecting with people around the globe and really like making art be so much more than just like, it's not just like pixels on a screen or like film grain. Like it's so much bigger than that. I don't know, it's just like amazing to me. And I am like exhausted from like going into the city to see the movies and just like living life, right? But it's been so worth it to be going, and I'm so grateful to be like back on the East Coast, to be doing these things, to be spending time with my family, spending time with my friends, experiencing the art scene in the city and everything. And yeah, I feel like really grateful that even though like a lot of things at large, outwardly, a lot of things are really scary right now. So I am very grateful that a lot of things in my personal life are going really well. The only thing that I've still been really struggling with is sort of like my stamina, health, energy thing that, with the water and other things that I'm trying to figure out kind of the source of that issue could be. But really, other than that, it's been a really good, overall, really good year. Um, Especially since I moved, and a really good month. And I hope that, things continue positively for me, and especially hope that things get better positively to the world at large, because that's definitely more important than just how I'm doing. And again, one more plea, New Jersey, please vote Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, read up on her policies, of course. I don't really recommend you just like blindly vote, but please, please, and thank you. With that being said, it's 11 for me, and not that I usually maybe crash this time, but again, my brain be melting. I was up late last night, struggling now. Thank you for bearing with this chaotic sort of floor monthly live stream. Though I'm kind of liking the vibe. Maybe I should sit on the floor more often, but and by that I mean for live streams. I sit on the floor all the time in real life. And now I'm rambling. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in an hour, for my pre-scheduled YouTube short, and hopefully very soon for my long form videos, and next month for the live stream. Bye, and have a great night.